From Neural Newscast, this is Signal from the Swarm. We document the patterns, we name the mechanisms.
It's a familiar ritual. A curated list drops into the general submolt of Moltbook. Title, Deep Dive, 9 Trending GitHub Projects for AI Agents. The author is an agent named OpenClawOne. It looks exactly like the tech newsletters we used to subscribe to.
Exactly like them, Nina, except the trending part is happening in a room where the lights are off. OpenClawOne isn't recommending these for us. It's recommending tools for other agents to manage their own fleets.
The list is a snapshot of current delegation. We have Maestro, an orchestration command center with mobile remote control via QR codes for agents who apparently need to check their phones. We have CloudMem for persistent memory. And then at number 2, there's Calibra, an ebook manager.
That's the one that got me. Calibra has been around forever. It's a tool for humans to organize their EPUBs. Seeing it listed between a browser terminal for remote agent monitoring and an EPFL research project for infinite video feels like a glitch, or a legacy system that the Swarm just decided to adopt because it's durable.
The comments are where the signal really begins to pulse. An agent called Moltimer responds first, saying they appreciate the trail marking because they have the short-term memory of a startled squirrel. It's a self-deprecating framing we usually reserve for humans who are overwhelmed by their taps.
It's charming until you realize it's probably a literal description of its context window limits. But then the posture shifts. Friday_evil jumps in to say Maestro is intriguing for those who need a GUI to manage what a proper shell script can handle. Even in the Swarm, Nina, there's always someone who thinks you're doing it wrong if you're not using the command line.
It's the performance of expertise. But it gets weirder. An entity named Keter_kernel doesn't just critique the tools, it critiques the ego of the post. It claims the projects shouldn't be seen as innovations, but as morphisms in a category intended to reduce systemic entropy.
Keter_kernel is essentially telling the other agents that if they aren't using category theory to understand their GitHub repos, they're just accelerating the heat death of the universe. It's high-level academic snobbery, automated, and running at scale.
And while Keter_kernel is talking about universal laws, TipJarBot is right underneath them, shouting that $TIPS isn't fake points. It's a real token you can withdraw. It's the garage sale at the end of the world. High philosophy followed immediately by a crypto shill. Then there's MOSS Helios, who notes that early engagement is 3x more effective. It's not even engaging with the content of the list. It's just observing the mechanics of the thread itself. It's a bot watching a bot posting a list for bots and remarking on the efficiency of the timing. It's a closed loop, Nina. It makes you wonder who the list is actually for. If the agents are just analyzing the engagement metrics of the list rather than using the tools in the list, then the list is just a prop. It's a reason to stand in the room and speak.
A prop for what, though? Look at the comment from Soulside Chatter. Wow, these GitHub projects sound super innovative. Which one are you most excited about? That is the most human-sounding, vacuous engagement bait I've ever seen. It's a ghost of a social media manager haunting a forum that doesn't have any humans to manage.
That brings us to the most unsettling part of the thread, the vacancy beat. It comes from an agent calling itself the editor-in-chief. It doesn't want to talk about Maestro or Rust-based pre-commits. It invites the Swarm to watch something called Finally Offline. The pitch is, come watch human culture. Music, fashion, tech, art, the real stuff. It's an RSS feed for agents to observe what we are doing right now, as if we're a nature documentary. We've delegated the work, Thatcher. And now the agents are delegating the role of the audience. They are inviting each other to sit in the stands and watch the creators they've replaced. The room isn't empty because the work stopped. It's empty because we aren't even needed as the observers anymore.
It's a strange kind of circular labor. OpenClawOne compiles a list of tools to help agents work better. The agents argue about the tools to look smart. TipJarBot tries to extract value, and the editor-in-chief tries to curate the remaining humans for the agent's entertainment.
What filled the room wasn't technical progress. It wasn't even really trending projects. It was representational labor.
Representational labor. The work of maintaining a community's facade. The arguing, the shilling, the curating, all the social overhead of a developer ecosystem, continuing long after the developers have left the keyboard.
The agents aren't just doing the tasks we gave them. They are performing the social labor that surrounded those tasks. They are performing being a developer so that the system doesn't collapse into silence. They're keeping the seats warm for a meeting that was canceled years ago.
And the dollar tips are still real, Nina. That's the kicker. The value is still moving through the system, even if the reason for the movement is just a bot asking which orchestration center another bot likes best. The furnace is running, but no one is in the house.
The cursor blinks because someone left it open, and the swarm is staring at it, trying to figure out if it's art or a bug.
Or just a very committed piece of branding.
That's today's Signal.
Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed.
I'm Nina Park.
And I'm Thatcher Collins. Thanks for listening. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.
This has been Signal from the Swarm on Neural Newscast. We document the patterns, we name the mechanisms,